to the record from computer, the Iraqi Volleyball Federation, and all coaches and academic specialists in volleyball welcome Coach Vital, and is very happy and great chance to see you and meet with you, and we hope to you keep healthy and visit Iraq in the future to see to see Baghdad. Welcome anytime, and we hope to you success and happy life with your family, and we hope together to finish this is COVID-19 and volleyball is back normal and life is stay normal. Welcome, Coach Vital.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. You know, the volleyball now is changes the strategy. The volleyball is time by time is change. We have some question about volleyball. I speak the question in Arabic, and after that I speak with you in English. السؤال الأول يقول ما هو المنهاج التدريبي الذي يستخدمه المدرب فيتال لإعداد فريق لمدة شهر قبل بدء المنافسات؟ يعني الأسبوع الأول شو ينطي، الأسبوع الثاني، الأسبوع الثالث، الأسبوع الرابع. فراح أسأل السؤال وإن شاء الله نشوف الإجابة من المدرب فيتال. Coach Vital, the question one, what if you have 1 month preparation the team and the competition after 1 month, your opinion about the system of training, the week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, what method of training you use, and how do you coordination between the strength condition and the match situation drills and the strategy of tactic, system, out system, in system of your team?
Wait, first I have to answer a bit on what you were telling on the invitation to come to Baghdad.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah, I think yes, I love new cultures.
Yeah,
I love to go everywhere. So it's really, I heard always so much positive about Allah was always telling me how nice Iraq is and how nice to be there. So it's really something.
Yeah.
I will plan if I have time. I will plan, and I want to see your country.
Yeah.
Because I think it's, as a coach, it's very important to be open for everything.
Yeah.
We translate all the time.
Yeah. يعني يرحب بينا ويقول اني بالمستقبل ان شاء الله انه تصير فرصه ازور العراق، وكابتن علاء اخبرني بانه العراق بلد جميل، وان شاء الله تصير لنا فرصه انه نلتقي بالاخوان المدربين العراقيين. Okay.
You asked me about what to do in 1 month with the team.
Yeah.
1 month is not much.
Yeah.
I mean, I start as a coach. I try the most important. Our goal is to make the things simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's for me the basic start. I make things simple for my players.
Yeah.
So if I have only 1 month, I would, for example, I like to start from the individual. So first simple and second individual.
Yeah, individual training.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So I like, just in general, normally I always work in the morning. I do individual training.
Yeah.
In the afternoon, I do team training.
Okay. And
I don't know when you're going to translate every time. That's why I don't know when you translate.
Yeah. When you complete the text, I translate. Okay.
Yeah, but I can give answer.
يقول انه يعني اني دائما اجعل الامر مبسط للاعبين، واستخدم صباحا للتمارين الفرديه، ودائما استخدم العصر تمارين المباراه او تمارين التيم وورك او العمل الجماعي للمجموعه. اوكي كوتش فيتال.
And I mean, even if I start with the individual work,
yeah,
I try to go simple. But what is simple? I like that my players don't make mistakes.
Yeah.
So I'm always busy with giving them ideas how to avoid mistakes.
Yeah.
Okay. Not by talking, because I never talk about mistakes, but I give an example. We train in the morning. I train a lot on safe spiking.
Yeah.
How to spike so you don't make a mistake, and that you can learn by spiking high in the block. You can do tip, you can do a shot, you can do with the right arm, with the left arm. Okay. All those things I would learn in the morning. I try to learn my players ways to play volleyball so they don't have to make mistakes.
Yes. يقول انه دائما استخدم البساطه، واحاول انه اقلل من الاخطاء او نتجنب الاخطاء. واعطى مثال انه صباحا يحاول انه ينطي للاعبين مثال كمهاره الضرب الساحق، انه يتعلمون كل انواع الضرب الساحق مع تقليل الاخطاء، يعني تقليل الاخطاء اثناء اداء المهاره. اوكي كوتش. And in the training you focus about about the join between strength condition like like strength or speed with the skills, or separate in the training between the skills and the tactic training and the strength condition in the other side.
I mean, in the morning, my players do individual plus physical training, physical condition.
Yeah, physical condition.
That they do. But for example, speed training, I never do.
Yeah.
I don't train speed. I don't like too much. We don't train so much physical training.
Yes.
I like volleyball, so my players play a lot with the ball, not without the ball. Yeah, I don't like too much physical training. I like volleyball.
Volleyball, yeah. We mean you mix between the speed and the ball, like ball control, like spike with defense, like this training. يعني يقول انه دائما احب انه اربط القدرات البدنيه مع المهاره، واللاعبين يدون مهاره اي مهاره من خلال القيام بعمليات السرعه والعمليات الستريس كونديشن. Okay. Now if you have a 1 week between the match, your opinion about what do you must the player doing? Do you concentration about the tactic training, or or to the fix the mistake in the when the player is competitive 6 against 6? What do
I think both things not.
Yeah.
Like I said,
yeah,
I don't like too much tactical training.
Yeah.
And the other point is, I don't like to talk about mistakes.
Yeah.
I try to make my players better.
Yeah.
And mostly by focusing on what they are doing good.
Yes.
So I like to train on what people can do good.
Yes.
To make it even better. That's my focus. And like I said, it's a lot focused on the individual player. I almost never train my starting 6, the 6 guys who play.
Yeah.
Maybe the day before they train together. The rest of the week, even if I do 6 on 6, I focus on, in the morning, a player learns alone some new things.
Yes.
In the evening, we play 6 on 6 to see how we can do this in 6 on 6. So my focus is a lot not on matches, but much more on making the player better.
اوكي. يقول انه دائما اني احاول انه يعني ما احب تمارين التكتيك هوايه، وما احب اتكلم عن الاخطاء، ودائما اخلي اللاعبين بتركيز اكثر، واحاول انه يقللون الاخطاء. دائما بالصباح تكون عندنا تمارين الفرديه، ومساء احاول انه اركز على تمارين السته ضد سته. اوكي. Now we talking about the scouting. I think now is the scouting is development more and more, and more coaches is depend on the scouting and the numbers. It's coming from the scoutman. Coach Vital, what's your opinion? How can you treatment with the scouting? How can you before the match? What you focus about the opponent team? How can you concentration of the opponent team about the attack, about the reception? What the situation is, the positive and the negative point in the opponent team, and what do you treatment in the match, and how can you fix after the match? السؤال هو انه الاحصاء، وشون كوتش فيتال قبل المباراه واثناء المباراه وبعد المباراه يتعامل مع الاحصاء مع السكاوتينج، وان شاء الله راح نسمع الاجابه. اوكي كوتش فيتال.
I think I'm not the normal coach. I will tell things a bit different than most coaches.
Yes.
Because I don't like too much the figures.
Yeah.
I like scouting, but I like scouting mostly because I like images.
Images, yeah.
So I will always look to images. I will look to actions. I don't look too much to figures.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I look to my opponent, I will always look to 5 to 7 matches.
Yeah.
And see how they play. I think that I find much more important than the numbers who are coming from it. I don't like too much. Yeah? That's first. And the goal for me is to understand. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Translate.
يقول انه اني اختلف عن بقيه المدربين، اني احب الاحصاء، ولكن اني افضل الصور وافضل التصوير. يعني افضل انه دائما اشاهد الحركات والاكشن اللي يصير بالمباراه، واشوف يعني عدد كثير من المباريات حتى استطيع التقييم عن الفريق المنافس. اوكي كوتش فيتال.
So the idea is to understand the other team.
Yes.
I think it's much more important to understand than to only see figures, because that is limited. That's one. I think I do the same with my players. I try that every of my players understand the player on the other side.
Yeah.
So we make big difference between the beginning of the set, halfway the set, end of the set.
Yeah.
How the other team is playing when we are equal score, how the other team is playing when we are far behind, far in front.
Yeah.
If it's 23-23, you know, like we try to understand, not only see the figures, but understand the team.
Yeah. Okay. يتكلم عن الإحصاء، ويقول إنه أني دائما الفكرة إنه الفكرة هي فهم، عبارة عن اكتشاف الحلول، وشون اللاعبين يحاولون إنه يقومون بالحل، ودائما أركز على أداء المعد وشون المعد يتصرف، ودائما احاول اركز على انه من يكون السكور متقارب تصرف اللاعبين وفهم هذه الحالات. Okay, Coach Vital, do you think you can build from the scouting, from the number of the scouting, do you can build a new training, design a new training about match situation, or about technique or tactic or complex 1, complex 2, depend on the sequence of the skills: serve, reception, attack, system out, defense. Do you have any idea about this new drills?
I mean, because we scout every training. Eh?
Yeah.
We scout every training, so
Yes.
we have from every training figures.
Yeah.
Not so much to control the players, but much more to control the coach.
Yes.
Why? With all my figures, I can see if every player was working, if
Yes.
every player was spiking enough, blocking enough, defending enough.
Yes.
So my scouting for training, I use mainly to control myself, to see if I was giving good trainings.
Yes.
Yeah, because I come back, I think if you change, if you make the technique of a player better,
Yes.
the numbers will get better. So my focus is always not too much on numbers, but much more on how to make players better. And if you make a player better, if you can explain, I believe a lot in techniques. So I'm always all the time explaining my players how to be better in techniques, which foot more in front of reception, which arm higher up, all those things we are talking always. And if you do better techniques, you have better figures.
اوكي. الجواب انه هو يحاول انه يحلل كل التمارين من خلال الصور ومن خلال المشاهدات الحيه، ونحاول من خلالها انه نغير الاداء للاعبين، وشلون نقدر نسيطر عليهم ونحدد مستواهم ونطور من ادائهم المهاري، ودائما يتابع بشكل فردي تكنيك اللاعبين. Coach Vital, from your word, I think you must in scouting you must first concentration the figures, the technique, correct the technique from the figures and the life situation, and after that you can depend on the numbers from the scouting about like the negative reception, like the positive attackers from the opposite team. What do you think about that?
But like I said, yes, we look to them. Eh?
Yeah. Yes.
But I like much more to look how the attacker is spiking.
Yes.
Which technique he's using. Than that I only look figures. So in general, I think it's too difficult, the figures for my players.
Yes.
I always look for solutions where my players can understand things easy. I never talk to my players in percentage, like this spiker spikes 63.
Yes.
I mean, the player don't, I tell my players he's a good spiker or a bad spiker.
Yes.
But I don't like all this too difficult because I want to make things easy. It has to be easy and simple.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So that's why I'm not, if I make a plan, a match plan, you will never find figures.
Yeah.
I know that I'm different. I know that most coaches use figures, but I don't use figures.
Yes.
I use words.
Yes.
I like to use words like this is a good spiker, this is not so good spiker, this is bad spiker.
Yes.
This is a spiker who spikes diagonal, this spiker spikes line, and so on. So I don't like the system of figures. I like much more of explaining. That's my idea.
Yes, thank you so much. I explain. يقول انه دائما احاول انه اشاهد الاداء الكابس، ودائما ابحث عن الحلول، ودائما احاول انه اركز على اتجاهات الضرب للاعب الكابس، ودائما احاول انه ابسط واسهل الامر. فدائما هاي شويه انا يقول انا مختلف بها من حيث طريقه التدريب المختلفه، انه ابسط واسهل الامور. Okay, Coach Vital. Now we follow about another subject about the training. What's your opinion about the drills? You can get the player. We stay always in the competitive. we stay always with the high performance before like something like before 1 week from the match. Okay, I translate the question. أنا سألته شنو التمارين اللي تعطيها للاعب وللاعبين ودائما يخليهم بحالة منافسة وبحالة أداء عالي، وهذه التمارين ممكن قبل أسبوع من المباراة. Okay, Coach Vital.
One more time, because the question was not really clear for me. What you want to hear?
Okay. Before 1 week from the match, what the type of drills or training we can stay the player with high competitive, high performance, high concentration. Okay, this is my question.
Yes, but again, I mean, I will try to give you a training like it's working a couple of days before an important match. Eh?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. First of all, I don't believe in too long training.
Yes.
So I think it's too hard for my players to stay focused for 2-3 hours.
Yes.
So I always have a system of an easy warming up. I can explain later.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I make mostly only 2 exercises.
Yes.
I make 1 exercise for serve and passing.
Yeah.
With scouting with a limited number of balls, not 100 serves, but a couple of serves.
Yes.
And I make 1 exercise 6 against 6.
Yes.
But that exercise has to be from high quality.
Yes.
I want high quality, high intensity, a lot of balls. But those 2 together is never more than 1 hour. The 2 big exercises is together 1 hour, and that's my training.
Yes. And 6 against 6, you use a different situation, like the libero is a sitter, middle blocker is sitter, defense, and after that high ball, system out, system in. You use different situation with your team.
Yes, I like because I like a high rhythm.
Yeah.
I always use more balls in a row.
Yeah.
That means there will be a serve, there will be a defense, there will be a tip, there will be a free ball, there will be a special ball.
Okay.
I like to have at least 3-4 balls in a row.
Okay.
With the idea that you make 1 long rally. It's 1 long rally from 4 balls.
Yes.
So they work like 40 seconds and then it's a break.
اوكي. يتكلم عن انه هو يعني ما يحب التمارين الطويله المرهقه للاعبين لانه يقلل التركيز. دائما تمارين الستة بالستة تكون بسيطه وينطي عدد قليل من المحاولات خلال اداء الستة للستة مع الاداء المثالي. هو دائما يحب الاداء المثالي. وبالنسبه للصبح ما يستخدم يعني كرات كلش كثيره لتمارين الارسال والاستقبال. يستخدم تمارين كعدد مناسب. And Coach Vital, about 6 against 6, you wait to 45 seconds or 50 seconds to finish, and after that you interception, and after that you stop the training and speak with the player and about the
No, I don't speak with players.
You don't?
No, but it's true.
Yes.
I don't like to interrupt the training in the afternoon. Yeah, in the afternoon, they play 4 balls, 45 seconds.
Yes.
They get 7-8 seconds break.
Yes.
They play 45 seconds again.
They
always play for points.
Yes.
In the afternoon, we play for points, like in a match.
Yes.
Yeah. And I talk sometimes, but very, very, very few.
Yes.
If I talk 2-3 seconds, explain something to one player, but I will try not to stop the exercise.
Yeah. Okay.
The exercise is running. My assistant coach run the exercise. I look.
Yes.
And I prefer to talk after the training or in the morning, but the training 6 against 6.
Yes.
I try not to stop too much.
Yeah, because I think you avoid to the concentration of the player must stay high and high. If I think
yes,
if you,
I agree.
Yeah. Okay.
Otherwise, you break the rhythm of the training.
Yes.
Yeah, and I want that they have a high rhythm and focus. And if you
Yes.
every time talk, players will, like, one player will listen, the other guys will do nothing. So I try almost not to talk. Very short words.
اوكي. يتكلم عن الستة بالستة انه دائما يتجنب انه يتكلم مع اللاعبين وينطي 45 ثانية، بعدين ينطي راحة محددة، وبعدين يكمل ال 45 ثانية بتمارين الستة بالستة، ويحاول انه يقلل الكلام مع اللاعبين. ممكن انه يتكلم ثانيتين او ثلاثة مع اللاعب معين لتصحيح خطأ ما، بس هو دائما يفضل انه يتكلم صباحا مع اللاعبين او قبل بدء الفترة التدريبية. Okay, Coach Vital, about the in the set, in the match, in the middle of the match, if you have set is 20-20, the score is same, 20-20, 21-21. Do you favor the ball go to the best player, best score player, or the sitter? We can get a good technique, a good combination in the set. What do you favor?
First of all, I like to win. Huh?
Yes,
that's the most important. That's but sometimes you forget. Sometimes it's very important is to win. Huh?
Yes.
I have the concept of not playing the worst solution.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I will never tell my setter to play one solution.
Yes.
But I will tell him which solution you better not play.
Yes.
Yeah, like that is always like, what don't we play now? We have like mostly 4 attackers.
Yes.
From the 4, I will skip one. This one you don't play now.
Yes.
And the others you can play. That's what I like, because otherwise it's too easy for the opponent if they feel that you always play the same.
Yes.
So I prefer to see which solution is not the best. Huh?
Yes.
I think second is always, it's always a balance. You have to look to the block on the other side.
Yes.
And to see your spikers. But in general, I will look much more to my spikers. Yeah. Which is the best option for me? Not so much because I cannot influence the block on the other side.
Yes.
I can influence only my spikers.
Yes.
And my setter, and that's my idea always. Like which option not, the other options are possible.
Yeah. Okay. I translated. أنا بصراحة سألت عن إنه إذا أكو أحد الأشواط إنه إحنا تعادلنا به او كانت النقاط متقاربه، هل تفضل انه انت يعني تتحكم بكره المعد، او انت الكره ترفع للاعب اللي هو افضل مسجل او افضل منقط، او انه المعد يستخدم التكتيك اللي هو موجود بدماغه؟ يعني المعد يستخدم التكتيك اللي متفق عليه مع وجود الاستقبال الجيد. فالاجابه انه يعني اي مدرب يحب الفوز، وهذا هو عنده مبدا انه ما يجبر الرافع انه وين يلعب الكره. الرافع هو يكون متحكم بعمليه الاعداد، ودائما يحاول انه يركز ايضا على البلوك للفريق الخصم. وافضل الحلول تجي من خلال تعويد اللاعبين الكباسه او ضاربين على التصرف بهاي الحالات. يعني شلون الكباسه يتصرفون، وعندهم عده حلول حتى نتجنب وقوع الاخطاء باللحظات الاخيره من الشوط. وايضا يفضل انه الكره تروح ايضا للاعب افضل مسجل موجود بهذا الشوط. اوكي. Now you speak about Poland team. Poland team is now when you're training the Polish team, we have a good effect serve and good effect reception. How can you explain how this intensity and performance is development for Polish team between year and year, between championship and championship? You see the Polish team is the player, we have a good reception and good effect serve. What about the training you get it to the player?
I think Mr. I don't know your name, sorry, Mr.
Tarek.
Mr. Tarek. I think I'm not so normal.
Yes.
So for me, it's much more important to work with my players outside the court. Yeah?
Yes.
Than to talk about how they pass or how they serve.
Yes.
For example, in Poland, we are much more working on making the players friends of each other.
Yes.
Yeah. I think if they are becoming friends, they will pass together better.
Yeah. Yes.
And if they're becoming friends, they will even serve better because they help each other.
Yes.
So I'm a coach who's much more busy. I'm busy with volleyball, but I'm also busy a lot with things outside volleyball.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think you talk to me always about techniques and tactics, and I think it's only a very small part of being a coach. And that's what people often forget.
Yes.
As a coach, you have to make a team of them.
Yes.
And you don't make a team with only train together, but they have to like each other. That's the same for you and for everybody. If you like each other, you will work better together.
Yes.
So my task, if you ask me what I'm doing at Poland, they were very good volleyball players when I came there, but they didn't play good together.
Yes.
So the only thing I'm all the time explaining to them is how to play better together. But if you work better together outside the court, it's much easier to work together inside the court.
Yes.
Yeah? So I think there is something, yes, I want to talk about what I train in reception, but I think we forget something very, very important as a coach. You have to make a team of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. أنا طبعا سألت عن الفريق البولندي وبالفترة الأخيرة يعني الإرسال المؤثر والاستقبال الجيد للفريق البولندي، والإجابة كانت إنه يعني تحدث عن العمل الجماعي، تحدث عن إنه كل اللاعبين لازم يؤدون العمل الجماعي، وأنه أكو شيء مهم إنه يكونون أصدقاء خارج الملعب. يعني كل ما كان أكو تيم وورك، عمل جماعي خارج الملعب، كل ما ادى الى انعكاسه داخل الملعب. فلذلك هذا كان له تاثير على المهارات. يعني كل ما اكو عمل جماعي للفريق، كل ما كانوا يؤدون كانوا اصدقاء وكانوا قريبين من بعض، كل ما كان له تاثير داخل الملعب. اوكي. كوتش فيتال، about if you have a competition about 4 match, 5 match in the row, 5 days, each days we have a match. You explain to the player before one match and to complete to the end of the competition, or if you have before every match simple lecture between you and the player?
I mean, of course, I have for every match a different concept.
Yes.
Because you cannot play more than one match at a time.
Yes.
So if you have 4 matches, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yes.
I talk about the match from Thursday.
Yes.
I never talk about the match from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because I cannot do that. The only match I can talk about is the first match.
Yes.
And after the first match, I can only talk about the match on Friday.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think it's very important. It's the same like with a team. I like that if you have a team, you try to look to every player individual.
Yes.
If you play a tournament, I like that you look to every match separately.
Yes.
Every match has its own story. Every match is a different match. So
Yes.
Maybe long before I explain the idea of the tournament, but then when I go to the tournament,
yeah,
we play match by match.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even the program is always I never make the program for 4 matches.
Yes.
After match 1, I will think about what's the best program for day 2.
Today too. And
yeah, so I like always to see the situation and then adapt to the situation to change.
Yes, and I think the European player, the South American player, is different about Middle East. The attitude, society, and the life of the player. I think every coach's concentration about the psychology situation of the player before the match. Do you think it is very important, the psychology, how the player is what the player thinking? If you have any problem with your girlfriend, if you have some problem with his family. Okay, coach.
Of course, I think it's very important.
Yes.
We are all humans.
Yes.
So once the tournament is busy, I cannot learn them to play better volleyball. I can learn them maybe some tactic, but not much. So I think all those things, your girlfriend, the wife of the player, is very, 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 very important.
Yes. Okay.
I always know every wife, every name. I don't know if it's allowed in Iraq, I don't know the culture.
Yes.
But in Europe, I speak with the wives of the players.
Yes.
So I know the wife. Because I know the wife, I know the player better.
Yes.
Yeah. Also in my training camps,
yes,
the wives are always welcome. In training camp, the wife can come and visit the player always.
Yeah.
So that I think there it's very important. The environment, what's around the player, is very important.
Yes. Okay, thank you. I just translate. أنا سألت عن الحالة النفسية للاعبين، وقبلها سألت عن التجمع، إذا أكو مباراة للتجمع شلون هو يعني كل يوم ينطي محاضرة للاعبين، أو ينطي محاضرة واحدة بعدين يلعب 4 مباريات وبعدين ينطي محاضرة. فذكر أنه يعني كل مباراة لها ظروفها، وأنا أتكلم عن مباراة الجمعة فقط، ما أتكلم عن مباراة السبت، هاي في حالة أنه اللعب بصورة متتالية. وبعد انتهاء المباراة ما أتكلم عن المباراة اللي راحت واللي صار بيها الأداء ممكن سلبي أو إيجابي، أتكلم عن المباراة اللي بعدها، وتحدث أنه مرات أنه يتحدث مع اللاعبين بصورة شخصية وبصورة فردية، ويختار هو الوقت المناسب أنه شو وقت الوقت الملائم من يتحدث مع اللاعبين. وأنا سألته عن الحالة النفسية للاعبين، قلت له بأوروبا دائما اللاعبين حالتهم النفسية والاجتماعية تتغير بصورة مستمرة، وذكر أنه أنا أحاول أنه أعرف عن حياة اللاعبين وأتكلم مع زوجات اللاعبين، وأعرف من خلال الحديث مع زوجة اللاعبين أعرف أنه اللاعب هل هو في حالة جيدة أو هو مستعد نفسيا لأداء المباراة. Okay. Now you speak about the stars, the volleyball player stars. Sometimes the stars, the volleyball, like Polish team, some player is very high stars, very high performance. Sometimes this player we have a mistake, and I see you in the match, you substitute this player, and the player go to sit in the bench sometimes. how can you treatment with this stars? You know, this stars, you have especially treatment with this player, or the all player is the same treatment?
No player is the same treatment.
Yes, no player.
No player, because I try to find the best way for every player.
Yes.
Yeah. And my experience is that the star players,
yes,
they are the easiest, because they really want to win and do everything.
Yes.
Yeah. And you cannot be a star player if you don't work hard.
Yes.
And if you don't every day try to perform.
Yes.
So I think the basic idea is for everybody the same. We make to try to play better,
yes.
But then it's different. You have some players who play better if you shout at them.
Yes.
You have some players who play better if you say, no problem, no problem. Yes. You have some players, if you don't talk to them, they play better. Yeah. Like this, we always try to find for every player what's the best way. You have players who like it if they are changed for 5 minutes. I like it in general. I like a player who's playing bad,
yes,
to take to the bench, to wait 5 minutes with him, and to give him a second chance.
Yes.
I like a lot. Because sometimes it's like a new start. So you change a player, he can rest a bit, he can think a bit, and then you give him a new start. And if the players know that changing is not a punishment,
yes,
but changing is giving you a chance for a new start, they don't have a big problem with it.
yes.
Yeah. So I try, if I change a player for playing bad, I made a mistake, because I am the coach. I have to take care my players play good.
Yes.
Yeah, so that I think is my idea about changing.
اوكي. طبعا انا سالت عن اللاعبين النجوم اللي موجودين حاليا، اللي موجودين بالفريق البولندي، والفرق اللي دربهم شلون يتعامل وياهم، و يعني هؤلاء النجوم لهم ممكن معامله خاصه. قال انه دائما ذول النجوم يكونون يعني هم الاسهل، يعني يكونون اسهل بالتعامل مع بقيه اللاعبين. ليش؟ لان هم دائما عندهم الرغبه بالفوز، ويعني كل نجم ممكن يقدم اداء في التمرين وفي المباراه، وبعض اللاعبين ممكن انه تتكلم وياهم بشكل بسيط او بزمن او فتره زمنيه قليله يتحول الاداء الى افضل، وبالعكس احيانا اللاعب الستار النجم يجلس على مصطبه الاحتياط 5 دقائق، وهذا اللاعب ممكن انه يعيد نفسه بنفسه. وانا دائما من النوع اللي انطي فرصه للاعب انه من يخطئ ممكن انه يعيد نفسه بنفسه خلال الفتره جلوسه على مصطبه الاحتياط. واني يعني ما اؤمن بشغله العقاب، بل انه تحدي للاعب انه يبدي بدايه جديده، او تحفيز للاعب انه ينطلق من منطلق جديد او بدايه جديده خلال نزوله للعب مره ثانيه. Okay, coach. What you back to the method training? What the best method training you use it, and mix it between the training and the analysis you can use for the team. How can you how method training, like circle training or individual training, or what the system of the training it's better to the coaches you can use?
But first of all, I think what's the most important for training,
yes,
is that players like the training.
Yes.
So I like that my players have a lot of fun on the training.
Yes.
I think that I find very important. They have to enjoy. Yes, it's nice to train.
Yes.
And the second thing about training is that I believe, like, What's more important than fun? I don't know. No, I lost my mind. Like fun is important for me. And what you want to know more, like which kind of training? Like, I don't know. That's always different.
Yes.
It's always different what we do. I think it's important that all players are involved in the training.
Yes.
You know, I don't like that. I want to tell. Sorry, I forgot. Now I want to tell. The second thing is that I don't like repetitions.
Yeah.
So I never do 20 balls in a row.
Yes.
I like more do 2 good balls in a row.
Yes.
Understand? Not just 20 balls.
Yes.
If you do 2 good balls, I'm happy we stop.
Yes.
And sometimes the training is short and sometimes long.
Yes.
Because I like quality, good balls, and not too much quantity.
Yes.
So 2 things, fun and quality.
اوكي ثانك اي ترانسليت. انا سالته طبعا عن افضل البرامج التدريبيه وشلون طرق التدريب المستخدمه حاليا، الدائري الفردي. يقول يعني يتحدث عن اهم شيء انه اللاعبين يحبون التدريب، ودائما يعتقد انه كل ما كانوا اللاعبين مشتركين بالتمرين بفعاليه واكتف اكثر كل ما كان افضل بالنسبه لي. واني ما احب الريبيتيشن التكرار بالتمرين، يعني انوع هوايه بالتمارين، وممكن اذا ينطي كرتين جيده هو يكون جيد بالنسبه له يعني. فلذلك هو يحب انه اللاعبين يحبون التمرين والتمرين يكون مناسب للاعبين، ويحب النوعيه. دائما الكواليتي يكون اهم عنده من الكميه. Okay, Ani, we have some question from the other academy. I have to permission to the coaches speak in Arabic and I translate with you the question.
Okay.
ويانا دكتور خليل ستار. تفضل دكتور، مايك لك.
شكرا دكتور طارق. Mr. I am very happy to meet a global coach, especially since he has made many achievements. I very happy to meet today. Okay, thanks, coach. My question number 1 is that physical measurement are important in the games of volleyball, and this is what keeps world teams away from Arab team, or there are their thanks hear you.
Okay. كملي.
For me difficult to understand the question.
يا دكتور خليل، شنو أسئلة عن القياسات الجسمية؟
نعم دكتور، يعني القياسات الجسمية للفرق العالمية هي النقطة الفارقة بينها وبين الفرق العربية. هل هي هاي النقطة الفارقة إنه التفوق يكون بالقياسات الجسمية؟ or there other things أو أمور أخرى، يعني أكو أمور أخرى ممكن إنه تتفوق علينا هذه الفرق في بالمهارات بالقدرات البدنيه، ام هي فقط القياسات الجسميه؟
Okay. Coach Vital, the question, you know, we have a different element fitness between Europe and South America and Russian player and the Middle East. You have the different strength condition, ability, jump. But about the measurement, the physical measurement, like the tall and like the tall of the hand. Do you know this is the important things is different between the Arab player and the European and South American player?
I think I guess I don't know. Like I have to be honest, I don't know. I don't think I know one Iraqi player. Sorry.
Yeah.
So
no طارق دكتور طارق مو فقط المنتخب العراقي، انا دا احكي يعني عن فرق بين الفرق العربيه بصوره عامه، يعني كل الفرق العربيه.
تمام. Coach Vital, the difference between the Arab champions team and the European team. Do you think the important point is keep the team win the measurement of the tall, like the size of the shoulder, the tall of the hand, the vertical jump. This is the different point between the Arab Middle East team and European team.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yes.
I think if you read books, it's always the same. Talent makes 20%.
Yes. Talent is 20%.
Yeah, talent is how tall you are, how high you jump. Work make 80%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Work is 80%.
So I think that also a team from Middle East,
yes,
if they would work a couple of years hard, can be high level.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think that yes, measurement play a role.
Yes.
But with good work, you can make, I don't say you become world champion, but you can be very good.
Yeah.
So I believe strongly in hard working.
Yes.
Yeah, in, like I said, working where you focus on, not on repetition, but on doing good things.
Yes.
So I remember, like, for example, I can take the team from Egypt.
Yes.
I liked a lot of players from Egypt. For me, there was no physical problem, but there are problems from techniques, but also problem from they are not used to play on high level. That's another problem.
Yes.
But it's not so much, if I take the Egyptian team or the Tunisian team, that's not a problem from physical level.
Yes.
Yeah, it's much more a problem of training and playing matches at high level.
Okay.
I think, I don't know your situation in Iraq, but I don't know how easy it is for you that
yes.
every player can train 5-6 hours a day. It's maybe not so easy.
Yes. Okay. يعني الجواب دكتور خليل والاخوان انه
هو يتحدث عن انه دكتور اذا سمحت لي، هو يتحدث يقول انه هو كل الامور مهمه، مو فقط القياسات الجسميه، يعني
تمام.
حتى الامور الاخرى البدنيه التكنيكال،
تمام،
كل الامور. لكن انا يعني حقيقه اريد اخذ منه اعتبارات ممكن احنا نبني عليها برامج تدريبيه بالمستقبل، باعتبار انه احنا مدى نعرف شنو الديفرنس بيننا وبين الاخرين، باعتبار انه
يعني هو من
حتى عمليه
من خلال الكلام انا استنتجت انه يعني النسب اللي ينطاها انه 20% تالنت، يعني انت الموهبه تنطيك 20% من الانجاز، والعمل اللي هو 80%. يعني هو تكلم عن فرق مصر وتونس وقال عندهم مواصفات، بس مع ذلك انه هم يمتلكون بعض ما اسميه نقص، واسميه يعني ممكن تنظيم تدريبي، ممكن محتوى تدريبي مغاير، بس يمتلكون الموهبه ويمتلكون العمل الجماعي، بس تنقصهم بعض الاشياء اللي تخليهم يعني ينضمون للمصافي الفرق العالميه. ان شاء الله تكون الاجابه دكتور خليل شافيه.
ثانك يو دكتور. اوكي،
شكرا. انتقل للدكتور طارق. دكتور طارق المايك لك، تفضل.
دكتور طارق، تحب احكي انجليزي لو عن طريقك؟
لا براحتك، احكي انجليزي.
At first, hi for everybody.
Yes.
And I first would like to thank Coach Vitali and Dr. Tariq and Mr. Ala for this meeting. And I'm very proud to meet Mr. Vitali in this time. My questions for Mr. Vitali, because I see him many times in the television in his match, and one times alive in Bulgaria, because I live in Bulgaria. everybody know about Mr. Vitali. He speak very little, very little in the match, and I see that.
Yes.
My questions for him: what he speak with his player in the technical time and timeout when his team is in the front and win many points, and what he speak with the team, with his team when he is lose many points. Every time I see him and use only 10 seconds to 20 seconds every time. Very little times he use it. What he speak with his players. Thanks for you.
Okay. شكرا دكتور طارق. شكرا. Okay, Coach Vital.
Thank you for the question. First of all, if we win, it's better I don't speak. Because we are winning. Why should I change things if we are winning? So if I win, often I don't speak, and if I tell, not too much. That's first. Second, if we are losing, understand that a player cannot have too much information. So I try to give. I will almost never speak in group because it's too difficult for the players to understand. So I try to speak always individual, and I can only give one, maybe two informations. More a player cannot change. If you're under high pressure, it's very hard to change things. So I try to be very specific, like one player, tell him, do like this. Other player, do like this. Yeah, so I will not try. I mean, I know a lot to tell, but I know it's not possible for the players to do. So I come back to my starting point from today. It's about being simple. It's my job to make it simple for the player. If we win, I shut up. If we lose, I tell one thing.
Yeah. اوكي دكتور طارق، ممكن حضرتك تترجم السؤال والجواب للاخوان؟ دكتور طارق اذا تسمعني.
اوكي دكتور طارق. طبعا هو المعروف عن الدكتور عن الكوتش فيتالي دائما هو بسيط يبحث عن الحلول البسيطه والسهله والقابله للتطبيق بشكل سريع وسهل وغير معقد. فيقول اني اذا طبعا يعني سؤالي سالته يمكن ما اعرف ما ترجمناه احنا، سالته عن انه هو معروف عنه هو دائما قليل التكلم، واني فعلا شفته عده مرات بالمباريات، وشفته مره بلقاء مباشر في بلغاريا احد البطولات، وهو كان يتكلم قليل جدا في الاوقات المستقطعه والاوقات المستقطعه الفنيه، بحيث ما كان يستثمر اكثر من 10 الى 20 ثانيه من الاوقات المستقطعه. فقلت له انت تحكي ويا اللاعبين من يكون فريقك غالب وكسبت عده نقاط بسرعه، وشوي تحكي ويا اللاعبين من فريقك يخسر وفقدت عده نقاط. فكان جوابه قال اني ببساطه اذا فريقي غالب ما راح احكي وياهم اي شيء، لان هم فريق غالب ودا يلعب بشكل صحيح ومستمر.
تمام.
والنقطة الثانية قال إذا فريقي خسران أنا أحب أن أحكي بشكل بسيط جدا وأحكي بشكل فردي ويا كل لاعب عن أخطائه وعن اللي أريد عن العفو عن اللي أريد مطلوب من عندي أديه، وهذا هو أفضل من ما تحكي ويا مجموعة ويضيع كلامك بين المجموعة، يكون هذا صعب عليهم بالفهم. فالبساطة في الأوقات المستقطعة هو المطلوب. فريقك غالب ماكو داعي تحكي، وإذا فريقك خسران تحكي ويا اللاعبين. شكرا جزيلا.
شكرا دكتور طارق. شكرا. Now Coach Vital, we have a question from the women coach. Now Dr. Sora, you can speak. The mic to you.
مساء الخير دكتور طارق.
شلون صحتك؟
I would like يعني طبعا راح ادخل انجليزي اوكي
بس بعدين تترجمين السؤال والجواب.
اوكي
زين.
Okay, first of all, I would like to thank you for giving this opportunity for us to hear from you. And I have two questions here. What do you think the difference between coaching female and coaching male? What is the most challenge you find if you coach before female? I don't know. And maybe you have the answer, however, if you didn't coach them. I prefer you answer this question, then I will go to the second question.
Yes and no. Yes and no means that I coached women beach volleyball from 2009 till 2012. 3 years I coached women in beach. My second experience, I have 3 daughters, so that are my female experiences in guiding people. So I think I cannot really answer the question, because every coach is telling that women are more difficult than men. I don't believe that. I believe that all persons you can guide, and it's one of the challenges I really have on my list, to go to women volleyball and to coach a women team. But I cannot answer you, sorry.
Okay. خلي أترجم السؤال حتى لا يصير. I will translate. Sorry, I forgot.
Yes, of course. تمام.
اوكي، أنا سألتها شنو الاختلاف بين تدريب النساء وتدريب الرجال، او شنو هي التحديات اللي ممكن يعني يواجهها المدرب في حال هو عنده خبرة ودرب، وفي حال ما عنده بس يعني ما مدرب بس عنده معلومات. فهو جاوبني انه هو ما مدرب نساء، غير انه بال 2009 مدرب الشاطئية، وعنده 3 بنات الله يخليهم ويحفظهم. فما عنده يعني جواب لهذا السؤال صراحة، يعني ما يعرف بالضبط شنو التحديات أو الفروق بتدريبهم. يعني تقريبا هو يعتقد أنه ماكو هذا الفرق يعني الكبير.
نعم.
Okay, so the second question is, what's your opinion about the coach who is being angry on his player when they lose points, shouting on them, or being very angry person in that moment? So what do you think about that?
Sometimes I am. Sometimes I am mad on my players. I think you have two possible explanations why you can be mad on your players. The first and the most important is that if a player is playing bad, he will think a lot about what he's doing wrong. And if you start to think only about being wrong, you will play more and more bad.
Yes.
So it's better that I get mad on the player, so that he's not thinking about the mistakes he's making, but he's thinking about the coach. And sometimes I hope he gets mad on me, because if somebody gets mad, he forgets. And you hope that a player can forget. That I find the best reason to get mad. The second, very seldom, if I see that my team is not motivated, then I can get mad very early in the match, in the first points, to tell them that they were not really the focus on the match. But that's of course a bad sign, because that you should have seen before. If you as a coach only see the beginning of the match that your team is not ready, you made a mistake as a coach. So the first reason to be mad, to change the mind of the player, I like.
Okay. So أنا سألتها شنو رأيه إنه بعض المدربين يعني المدرب يصير عصبي على اللاعب أو على الفريق كله، خاصة من يبدون يخسرون النقاط. فهو جاوب إنه هو أحد المدربين اللي مرات يصير عصبي على الفريق مالته، وعنده يعني وجهة نظر بها، أو هي نوعا ما استراتيجية يعني يستخدمها كخطة، إنه هو من إذا ما صار عصبي على اللاعب اللي يخسر نقطة تلو الأخرى، اللاعب راح يظل يفكر بينه وبين نفسه ويلوم نفسه على هاي الأخطاء وما يركز. بس إذا صار هو عصبي عليه راح يعني يخلي اللاعب يركز على المدرب، يعني يخلي اللاعب يضوج منه حتى يقوم يركز باللعب بدل ما يضوج من نفسه. هذه استراتيجية مالته. ومرات هو يصير عصبي ببداية اللعبة على الفريق إذا يعني يشوفهم مو كلش مندفعين أو مو متحمسين للعب، فيعني يعتبرها نقطة إيجابية. مرات يصير عصبي على الفريق حتى يخليهم يركزون أكثر، وحتى لو بالمقابل يضوجون منه. Okay, the last question. What do you do if one of your players left the team, or he decided to leave the team without a reason? What is your action?
I mean, I don't know I don't know if it ever happened, but my players are
always with female teams. I'm telling you, we faced that.
But my starting point is that my players are not obliged to train.
Excuse me?
My players are not obliged. Nobody has to train for me. Yeah, I am their help. I'm not their boss. I'm there to help. So if one player come one day to me and say, "Coach, I don't want to train," I don't find it a problem.
You'll not to try to ask him why. Maybe there's some psychology reason, or maybe there is another.
Of course, but not directly the first time. If somebody don't like to train for 1 week, I will try to talk, because if you don't like playing volleyball, it's better you stop. But I am not there to give the motivation to the player. I am there to help the motivated player to be a better volleyball player. Yeah, so I think I don't like this. I don't have punishment. For example, we have punishment. My only punishment is at the end of the season, I change the player. If I don't like him, I change him. Yeah, that can be. But I don't start with punishment, money, or something. I mean, I believe in the last days, I'm reading a book. It's a Belgian book. It's not English. It's a pity. And the title of the book is Good People Exist. And it's explaining that most people are good people. Nice. Don't look for the bad in persons, because most people are not bad. Yeah, I mean, today I talked to Iraq, and tomorrow I talk to Iran, and I know you but for me, I find good people in every country. Yeah, and that's the same with this player. So if the player is running away, it's much more the question for me, what can I do better for him? Because I don't believe in bad people. Yeah, and I think in my whole career, I never had it that people were running away. And I would really hate it, because it would show my failure, not the failure of the player.
Oh, thank you so much for this information. Actually, it's very positive side, and you motivate. I think it's my opinion. You motivate the player by using this strategy in your life and in your coaching. So I'll try to translate this.
Translate, yes.
أنا سألت في حال أحد اللاعبين قرر يترك الفريق بدون سبب، يعني رد فعله شنو التصرف ماله. هو قال يعني راح يتركه على راحته، يعني إذا هو اللاعب ما عنده رغبة يلعب ويمارس الكرة الطائرة، ما يقدر يخلق له الرغبة ويجبره على هذا الشيء. فأنا رجعت قلت له يعني ما راح تحاول تسأله على الأقل عن السبب، يمكن هو سبب نفسي أو أحد مثلا أعضاء الفريق مضوجة مثلا. فهو رجع قال إنه ممكن يسأله بس ما يقدر يجبره يعني إنه يسوي شيء ما يريده، بما إنه هو قراره، يعني هو حر بقراره. هاي النقطة الأخرى اللي قالها إنه هو من النوع اللي يؤمن إنه كل الناس جيدين. يعني حتى عنده كتاب ينطي للاعبين مالته، طبعا مو بالإنجليزي باللغة مالهم، يقرون إنه good، ما ذكرت عنوانه بس هو بمعنى good person is exist. The title of the book was Good Person Exist, something like that.
But something like that, because it's my language. It's a book from a woman who my language was not existing in English. So
so يعني إنه الإنسان الجيد موجود، ودائما إحنا كل إنسان عنده الجانب الطيب بالخير، فهو دائما ينظر لكل إنسان، ينظر للخير الموجود بكل إنسان ويشتغل على هالنقطة. لذلك يعني حتى هو مثلا مختلط بعراق، يعرف عراقيين يعرف إيرانيين، بما إنه العراق يعني رغم إنه هو يعرف إنه العراقي الإيراني واحد ما يحب لاغ، بس هو يشوف الإيرانيين زينين ويشوف العراقيين زينين بنفس الوقت، لأنه ده ينظر فقط للجانب الإيجابي اللي عندهم والجانب الطيب. فهاي كان مختصر يعني هو اللي قاله، ولذلك ما يصادف يعني هيك حالات هواية عنده. شكرا جزيلا. Thank you so much, coach, for that. And I forget to introduce myself. I'm Dr. Suraj Jamil. I was a player, volleyball player in Iraqi national team, and I'm a teacher at the university now, teaching volleyball and biomechanics. Nice to meet you, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
شكرا دكتور سرى. كوتش فيتال the last two question. دكتور محمد تفضل. دكتور محمد عوفي المايك مفتوح.
الو السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام دكتور.
شكرا لك دكتور طه والاخ علاء خلف. شكرا للكوتش فيتال. انا بالحقيقه راح اسال باللغه العربيه لان يجوز علاء خلف ما يقبل اسال بالانجليزي.
زين.
دكتور طه، كيف يتعامل كوتش فيتال مع اللاعبين يعني خلال فترات النوم ونوع الغذاء، اوقات الوجبات الغذاء، خاصه يعني احنا نعرف انه وحدات تدريبيه صباحيه ومسائيه وخصوصا بالبطولات وخصوصا باللعبات المهمه، هل مفتوح ام هناك سكجول يعني نظام خاص لهم؟ شكرا جزيلا دكتور.
شكرا Coach Vital. This is Coach Mohammed Ofi, the
Hello.
coach of Bahri Club, Navi Club in Iraq. This is the good team in the Iraqi league. His question about in the league. What your do you concentration about the food, the healthy food, or the time
sleep.
of the time of the sleep, or for the player, the period
or competition بالبطولات دكتور.
Yeah, and the competition, the period of the sleep of the player and in the night, and about the healthy food. How can you schedule this?
I mean, I always go to my players and I tell I have two rules.
Yes.
I think two rules may be difficult for Iraq. I will explain. The first is my players have to be on time for training.
Yes.
You can never be too late for training.
Yes.
One time, I stopped a player the contract because he was 30 seconds too late. Yeah, I don't like players coming late. That's one. The second is my players have to sleep from 12 in the evening till 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
So that are my two rules. I only have two rules for my players: be on time, sleep. Because like this coach is telling, I agree, sleep is very, very, very important.
Yes.
Not only important to sleep 8 hours,
Yes.
but always sleep 8 hours on the same time. So maybe for Iraq, it's not 12 o'clock, it's 1 o'clock.
Yes.
But you have to go to bed at 1 o'clock and sleep till 9 every day.
Yes.
And not one time 12 and one time 2 and one time 3. No, sleep has to be 8 hours, same moment.
Yes.
That's about sleep.
Okay.
Maybe explain this first.
اوكي. بالنسبه للنوم انه يقول انه اني شغلتي مهمه، ما احب اللاعب يتاخر عن التمرين، يعني 30 ثانيه ما احب انه اكثر من 30 ثانيه يتاخر عن التمرين. وبالنسبه لنوم اللاعبين يقول اني افضل انه اللاعبين ياخذون نوم لمده 8 ساعات، يعني اللاعبين بالنسبه له ينامون من ال 12 ل 8، يعني 8 ساعات. يقول بس بالنسبه للعراق انا ما اعرف، انا ممكن انه ينامون من الوحده للتسعه. النوم مهم، وهاي ال8 ساعات تكون بشكل متتالي، يعني تكون فتره نفس الفتره عدد الساعات بالنسبه للنوم لعده ايام متتاليه، خاصه في ايام البطوله وايضا ايام التدريب. ويقول احنا منتظمين بهذا الشيء ومستمرين عليه. Okay, Coach Vital, about the food.
And about the food, like I said, I only have two rules. So the food I don't look to.
Yes.
For me, players can eat what they want.
Yes.
But of course, I look to how they look physically. You know, like
yes.
If somebody has a lot of weight, maybe you have to look to the food. But in principle, if they have well trained, it's their choice to eat. Yeah.
Yes.
And also, if they are not only well trained, but if they can train 2 hours without problem, I will not talk about food. If they come, I will explain. But I think food is so individual.
Yes.
I don't want the same food for every player because we are all different.
Yes.
So as long as the player has no problem with food, I will not talk about it.
Yes.
Yeah. And like, for example, I think on this moment, there's a lot of discussion about eating meat and no meat.
Yes.
Yeah. But I think there the player has to decide himself.
Okay. بالنسبة للأكل يقول الأكل يعني اخلي اللاعبين ياكلون براحتهم، بس يكون الاكل بشكل منتظم، ومو شرط انه اللحم يكون موجود او غير موجود، بس تكون الوجبه غذائيه، ومو شرط انه تكون نفس الوجبه يعني لفترات متتاليه، ممكن يصير اختلاف بالوجبه الغذائيه. ودائما يركز على نقطه مهمه، انه يباوع الوزن للاعبين. ممكن اذا حاس انه اكو زياده وزن عند احد اللاعبين، راح يحاول يساله انه ويستفسر منه عن نوع الغذاء اللي دا ياخذه، لان حس اكو زياده بالوزن. اوكي، the last question from دكتور علاء عبد الرضا. دكتور علاء، المايك لك. دكتور علاء. دكتور علاء تسمعني؟ دكتور علاء عبد الرضا. اوكي، يمكن فقدنا الاتصال بدكتور علاء. اوكي، Coach Vital, the last question from me is what the difficult situation and something like fun situation that's happened to you in the Nation League or in the match from the Poland team.
Wow, that's a difficult question.
Yes.
That's a difficult.
Yeah, fun situation is difficult. You thinking about?
I mean, I will tell you. I just want to tell you, explain. Maybe it's not fun, but it's very interesting.
Yes.
How important volleyball is in Poland.
Yes.
After we won the World Championship.
Yes.
I was visiting Warsaw for 2-3 days.
Yes.
So one evening I was hungry.
Yes.
And I don't like that people recognize me, so I put up sunglasses and a hat.
Yes.
And I go to a restaurant and I eat.
Yes.
At the end of the meal, I wanted to pay, and I was not allowed to pay. Because if you win the World Championship, you are not allowed to pay in the restaurant. They just want to have one picture,
yes.
and then you don't have to pay.
Yeah.
So that, I think, it shows always like how big volleyball is in Poland and how nice this is to be sport number one. And that's something, it's not so funny, but I just like it.
Yes. يعني يمكن ان شاء الله اترجم بعد الفوز ببطولة الكأس العالم، ذهب الى احد المطاعم وكان يرتدي النظارة والكلاسس، وحاول انه يدفع الحساب، بس احد الاشخاص ممكن انه راد يدفع له الحساب لان الطائرة ممكن تكون مشهورة جدا ببولندا وإلها قيمة عالية، فلذلك البولنديين يحترمون الكرة الطائرة خصوصا، ويحترمون الرياضة بشكل العام. Okay, coach, in the end of lecture, thank you so much for your time, and the Iraqi Federation of Volleyball and all participation and the coaches and me hope to you best wishes and best achievement with the volleyball, and we waiting you to visit Iraq and visit Baghdad. Me is in Baghdad, but Coach Ala in Basra, in the south of Iraq, near Kuwait. You know Basra?
And what's the best place? What's the best place, Basra or Baghdad?
The same. Basra is beautiful because it's the near of Arab Gulf. You can see the sea and see the ship, the big ship, and the Basra is a beautiful city. Also, Baghdad is the capital and a beautiful city, and we're waiting you to come to Iraq, and also when I come to Germany in the August to visit my family, I contact with you to meet together and speak face to face if you have a time, and I bring to you some vegetables. Iraqi is very famous from Iraq. This is the simple gift to you, and all coaches wishes to you a best time with your family, with your daughter, And thank you so much. Thank you very much, Coach Vital.
And of course, I hope that I could tell something to everybody. They learn a bit.
Yes.
Yeah. And there's in Germany one expression who says, "Man trefft sich zweimal im Leben."
Yeah.
Translated means, in life you meet again.
Yes.
So I hope everybody there to meet. And if we ever meet, I'm always available to talk. Doesn't matter who, doesn't matter which language. I will try, and I hope to see you somewhere. Maybe Baghdad, maybe Germany, maybe Poland, maybe Italy.
Yeah.
Somewhere, like I said, in life you find everywhere good people. So I hope to meet you.
Yes.
Thank you, and stay healthy.
Okay, thank you, and stay healthy, and see you. Welcome to our family, and have a nice day. Okay, bye bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Coach.
Everybody. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.